it's only 5, whereas the cervical is 7 and the thoracic is the 12. So it only has 5. The axis of Dens is the C2 is actually kind of where it's at, is in C2, and it's not on the outside where the spinous process is. It's towards the inside of the neck, and it's a point at which connects to or goes to the inside of C1. And again, like I said, you can't see it on him, but it's on the inside here is where it's at. The atlas, which is C1, this vertebra here, and you do ask us again to tell you, what the difference is between this vertebra and the rest of the vertebra. And with C1 or atlas, the reason why it's different is because it does not have a spinous process. It also does not have a body, whereas the rest of the vertebra do have a body, as you can see. The sacrum, which is, again, I kind of screwed up on this. I probably should have put it with the pubic, but anyway, the sacrum is this area here. The coccyx is here, and again, I'll go over that when I get into the pubic region, but this is the sacrum, this is the coccyx. You then ask us to point out T4, which is, if we count down, 1, 2, 3, 4, here's T4, and the second lumbar vertebra is 1 and 2, here would be the second lumbar. And then we have C7, which is this vertebra right here. And you ask us why it's different again. The reason why C7 is different from the others is because the spinous process is actually larger than the rest of the vertebra, and it protrudes out more from the back of the neck than any of the others. So, okay, moving on to the pelvis, leg, and foot. We have, again, the coccyx and the sacrum, so that's sacrum. We then have the pubic bone, which is right about here is the pubic bone, or, I guess you could say this is the pubic bone, but really the pubic bone is located here in between the ilium and the ischium, I believe is how it's pronounced. The ischium is actually this area right here. It is kind of the butt bone, what you sit on. And then we have the azetabrium. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I'm really sorry. Which is the point at which the ischium and the ischium and the pubic bone all kind of meet together. And that area is, which I'm going to take off his leg now, is the area right inside where the hip bone is. So, that area is right about here. The fibula is this bone here, tibula. The smaller of the two is the fibula. And then you ask us what the femoral neck and head is. And the head is actually this part here of the femur. The neck, whereas in any other bone it would be this, but with what we are talking about, the head and neck of the femoral, is actually, here is the head and here is the neck. So, there's that. Okay, tibial tuberosity is, let me think. Okay, that would be, here's the tibia, as I stated. Tuberosity, the tibula, is right here, and even though you can't see it on the bone, it is this kind of little protruding out area right here. It's where the ligaments connect to the tibia. The medial epicondyle, if I'm pronouncing that right, is this area right here. And again, it's hard to see. You can't really see it on this video, and I understand that, but it is this area right in here, and it is where the ligaments, again, connect to the bone. So there's that. The patella is the knee bone. The hallux is the large toe, or the big toe. The talus is, if I remember correctly, the talus would be this bone here. Yes, talus would be this bone here. It's kind of the one that helps your foot to move, is the talus. And then we have the cupid, which is turning the other direction. This bone here, it's just directly behind the pinky. We have the calcaneus, how it's pronounced, I believe, which is actually this bone here, as I turn the other way, this bone here. The calcaneus tuberosity is this area right here, and it's kind of the heel of the foot. The foot touches the ground as we walk. So there's that. And then last but not least, you ask us to point out the fifth metatarsal. And the fifth metatarsal is, as we count again, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it would be the pinky, and it would be this bone right here. So that is the final of my midterm.